This episode is sponsored by Factor.
Spring has sprung, and what better way to energize these warmer, more active days than a convenient meal from Factor, America's #1 ready-to-eat meal kit.
If you're looking for calorie-conscious options ahead of summer, try their dietitian-approved calorie-conscious meals.
With around or less than 550 calories per serving.
Get Factor and enjoy fresh meals without the hassle. They're delivered straight to your door and ready in 2 minutes.
Head to factormeals.com/DBPRE40 and use code DBPRE40 to get 40% off your first box.
That's code DBPRE40 at factormeals.com/DBPRE40 to get 40% off your first box. Did you know that ants can lift 50 times their own body weight? That'd be like if you lifted a car straight over your head.
I did, thanks to my Fun Fact of the Day calendar. Also, Hawaiian pizza was invented in Canada yesterday.
Well, I bet your calendar didn't tell you that Dr. Hank Pym, aka Hank, was considered a genius at a very early age. By 3 years old, doctors declared that he was smarter than both his parents combined.
He eventually majored in biochemistry and became one of the most successful scientists in his field. He had big ideas about shrinking the size of cargo to reduce shipping costs. Logistics.
All of which made him a laughingstock in the scientific community and sparked a long-lasting insecurity and need to prove himself.
But he did it! He developed a working serum! He went from laughingstock to Christmas stocking! The much better stock, right behind Bean and Life.
So, naturally, he tested the serum on himself, like any self-respecting scientist would, and shrank down to the size of an ant.
And just when things started going south, a sweet little ant, let's call her Aunt Hathaway, swooped in and led Hank safely back to his lab where he could return to full size.
Hank then harnessed the serum and became the superhero, Ant-Man. Along with his new identity came a fascination in entomology, which makes total sense. Ants are fascinating.
Did you know that ants can talk to each other in a bunch of different ways? Through touch, sound, or even sharing information by barfing at each other.
It's actually called trophallaxis, and they're not barfing per se. It's more like passing food mouth to mouth.
Gross! Hank figured out how to communicate with his new pets, not by barfing, but by creating a cybernetic helmet that mirrors an ant's antenna. And he's even developed genuine relationships with some ants, like Ulysses S. Ant here.
But he didn't stop there. Hank developed a lot of amazing tech like a stinger pistol that focuses his bioenergy into a stun beam, and image-inducing camouflage to mask himself as an ant. It worked so well it fooled Reed Richards, the smartest guy on the planet.
He also built a suit that runs on that nifty serum he made back in his lab. It lets him shrink thanks to the newly discovered Pym particles, named after himself. Classic Hank. If I invented them, I'd name them Boomsticles! Oh wait, no, that's what I call my testicles.
I wouldn't feel the need to come up with some clever name. I would just name them after myself. Whiz Particles.
Are you sure about that? That seems disgusting.
I think it has a nice ring to it. Just thinking about it now, I feel satisfied and relieved. Speaking of, come back next time and we'll cover Ant-Man's opponent, the Atom.